Green, in terms of week 1, no first blood, no first down, negative at 14 minutes. We'll have to come back to that. Kobe's already forced backwards. Now the damage reply from Jonghoon and Kobe. Summon a heal block, traded back and forth. Does forced to flash. Exit kick down to 200, down to 110. Gets the heal from the ebb and flow. Sidesteps away the Mystic Shot. Exit kick, first blood again.
And I was about to say this was actually working out fairly well for Kobe and Jonghoon. They're like, cool, we've got more damage in the...
A little bit against what we're expecting.
Yeah, I think this is a matchup that tends to go well for the LeBlanc in the early stages, but Jonghoon.
Another burst of damage. Jonghoon going to be chunked out low. Dots the target from Kobe, stepping forward, firing Mystic Shot off the Mystic Shot inside the minion wave. Exit kick has to be careful. The minions are doing a lot of work. Kobe, no flash available to him, can't get in range. And Exit kick wants to stick around. He wants to bait. Here comes Marcoon. He has to be flawless from Kobe. Does Exit kick try and pick up the assist here? Mystic Shot will connect. Denting blows, as well as that charge from the Vault Breaker. Soul kill there for Mark. Finn has used his as well as that Cannon Barrage. So it just delays the ability to impact the map, especially with the amount of trading we've seen down this bottom lane. DOS takes a big burst of damage, but replies to Kobe. Now DOS steps forward, down to 300, 150. Ebb and Flow keeps him alive. 113, only level 5. No prison available to him, but he's waiting in the wings. I don't think he's been spotted either, and he's just ding 6.
He hit 6 off the minion wave. He has flash. Fight. No flash available. Next a kick. Can they get him?
Fight. Waiting for the prison. Ooh. It's dashed away from. All of Berlin clinching, and the golf claps from the dodge.
Fantastic reactions from Exit Kick, though. Just barely spotting that out as it came over the wall, managing to step away. But that was very, very close. But this is what I was talking about with this Ezreal build. It's like Essence Reaver into the Kraken Slayer, into the Navori Quick Blades. You actually have a decent amount of fighting power, especially with the press the attack as well. And you can see when you actually manage to get some of these Sheen procs hitting off the Mystic Shots, especially into some of the squishiest DOS, they can really start to hurt.
The thing is, Aqua Prison will at least throw up Jonghoon. Tidal Wave forces out the Summoner heal, chucking out those autos. Flash over the wall, flash for Kobe too. Here comes Marcoon, cease and desist. Dunk down onto Jonghoon. Now the tower dive. How clean is this? 113 coming from behind. Glacial Prison's available to him, and Kobe's dead. Flashing away from the prison. No one's locked in place. SK get 2, and the Cannon Barrage gets nothing.
And the Cannon Barrage was just seconds away from coming off cooldown. They were trying desperately from Astralis to survive until that ultimate came up, but just that little bit too little too late. And SK gets it.
Oh, look at that piercing light damage, and nobody's finding a shot for Astralis. The prison goes wide. Jonghoon taking a lot of culling damage. True Shot Barrage unable to secure Exit Kick, and now 4 versus 2. No Cannon Barrage, no teleport, no Finn. The Shelly's been dropped. With the help of the Rift Herald, 113, and Kobe could be the target. Here comes Certus. W's forward flash available. Tidal Wave captures one. Kobe is obliterated and executed by Exit Kick. 7 kills in 12 minutes.
I don't know who DOS made a deal with, but this man is not going down. He's become invincible. He's getting away in a sliver of health once more. And again, SK are playing so incredibly well around this bottom side. This is a team that really wants to make sure that they do secure themselves at group stage today.
Oh, fantastic start. We're only 12 minutes in. We've really not looked anywhere else because it's just been consistent skirmishes in the bottom lane. Look at that damage onto Kobe.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunate for 113.
He's 3 seconds until the ultimate available. Marcoon hops over the wall, so 2v2 being set up. Irrelevant now. We'll be able to counter-strike, trading back and forth with that important auto. Finn looking for the solo with the Cannon Barrage! Finn takes down Irrelevant!
First Odo, now Irrelevant. Finn is popping off in this top lane. That's 2 solo kills in his last 2 games now.
Do you believe in Finn's ability to bring back this game? He's up 1.3k, the only member of Astralis ahead of his opposition. But while Finn is doing well, the rest of the map is falling to pieces. Jonghoon jumped on as Exit Kick destroys him. With Nami and that Gale Force, the 5th time this game, Jonghoon is down.
Yeah, this Karma is not having the best of times. Every single opportunity that they have, SK are immediately punishing Jonghoon overextending. And once more, you can see, like, Dayor, unfortunately, is just getting pushed in this whole time. So he's not able to match a lot of the roams from Certus, try and help out with 113. And again, SK putting on a masterclass.
Yeah, they really are. Copy the next target once again. Piercing Light picks up that kill. Take a look at the damage so far. Exit Kick doing work as is this time caught out by the Glacial Prison.
No.
He stays alive, but for how much longer? Gets the end, the flow, and finally taken down with the flail. Now all of a sudden, 1-1-3. The Boars looking for Sushi. Backup coming in here for Young-hoon as well as Certus. That's big. Killing Exakick gets yourself that bounty goal.
But it's on towards the Sejuani.
Yep.
I mean, in the top side as well, Marcoon, he's going to end up trading this.
Yet another trade. Cannon Barrage has dropped. Counter-strike back. Eat the orange. All of a sudden, Finn forced to use that stopwatch. Teleport's being channeled. Dale the first to arrive, but maybe not in time. That's a dead Finn. Here comes Dale. He's managed to hijack the Grandmaster's challenge, but not going to be enough just yet as a leap from Irrelevant keeps him up. Certus may need to land another chain. No one else can jump in the fray. Members of SK now being jumped on. Irrelevant gets the Counter-strike stun and sidesteps the steal. No one can be enough as Dale finds the kill. There's pressure in the middle lane. That tower was secured. So SK playing the map when they're being engaged on.
Yeah, trying to see if they can get that tier 2 in the mid lane. Not quite able to do so, but again, they are at least getting something back. But when Finn is the biggest carry on Astralis right now, and he's losing out in nearly losing out in the 1v1 to Irrelevant, it's not going to be the best spot. Jong-hoon, you've done this before!
Oh, Exakick 7-1-2. Rapid fire cannon completed. I mean, Kobe just, by the way, we talked about the builds. He hasn't yet completed that second item. SK, they're starting Baron.
Yeah,
what?
they're just going to go for it. You already know that Irrelevant's going to be able to TP in as soon as he gets up. Dayor has no TP, and he's been on the bottom side, so do they have the damage, though? It's 20 minutes into the 3-man.
There's no prison, no cannon barrage, no true shot barrage, and this means that SK, they are under less threat. However, they back away. They back away. Multiple members of Astralis step forward. Teleport was actually used from Irrelevant. And now it's Astralis that can apply some pressure in the middle lane. Certus, does he fancy him shots a shot? Goes forward to the W, forced to run away. Minions are slowly being cleared out, and the Q's being channeled up here from Marcoon. He's forced to flash for his life. Finn, Dayor, Kobe still looking for the tower, but here comes Irrelevant.
This is where you got to see what Irrelevant can do. Has that ultimate available? Can he get a multi-man?
Remember, the goal difference is significant, but in team fights, the synergies of Astralis comp cannot be denied. Use that stopwatch to buy some time. Tidal wave into the glacial prison. Irrelevant is the first to fall on behalf of SK, and the culling will not find Jong-hoon. Astralis sneak themselves a kill, and as we take a breath, take a moment, in those head-to-heads, you can see need to use the W to safety. Cease and desist way downtown. Marcoon split from the rest of SK, manages to dash back with the Q. True shot barrage flies out, and Dayor's stolen the tidal wave, but now he's facing 4 members. Make that 3 as Irrelevant has held multiple members of Astralis back. Dayor cannot find the kill just yet. Marcoon's on a killing spree. Everybody held at bay, but SK get the kill.
That was so nice to a good, or so close to a nice fight for Astralis, but just not quite able to get the barrel combo for Finn. And SK, they want more.
Oh, Finn is finito. Taken out by Exakick. Backed up by both Certus and DOS with 2 members down. Do they fancy themselves the Baron? It's 2 minutes until the next dragon. They are pushed. There's not many minion waves to work with, so they're starting this one off. True shot barrage not available. Prison not available. The 1-1-3, does he even fancy a shot? It doesn't look like it right now.
I don't think they can get in if they even want to. I mean, 1-1-3 going to be spotted by Certus.
They've got the time here, Dagda. They've got the time. That's a route coming out from the chains. Caught by the prison as well. Baron should be secured. It's Irrelevant Certus keeping Astralis at bay. That's so much damage from Certus. He's just dinged level 16, and the empowered recalls allow SK to get out. SK are on a 4-game winning streak. If they win this game, it'll be the first time since spring to hold the lead. Exakick is definitely the man of the moment here for SK. Finn gets punched in the face by those giant gloves, and another inhibitor is falling. SK are moments away from securing group stage or picking up a 5-game winning streak. And I said at the top of the show today that this is the team that could be looking at top 2. This type of play, they're definitely making a case for it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a big case of trying to see if they're able to win this game, what happens in group stage, because I think they definitely have a very defined style of, hey, we want to set up Exakick and DOS, and I'm curious to see what happens when they get to the next stage. Teams are able to prepare for them in that best of 3, but right now, this game, they look absolutely spectacular.
3 dragons to their name. That gold lead has ballooned significantly, and we're just going to watch again as a...
It sets up well, but now they want to go for more.
Dun, 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 dun. The engage onto Jong-hoon. Here comes Irrelevant from behind. The tidal wave as well as the counter-strike stun doing so much work, and Sortus forced to run for his life from Dayor's Silas. Multiple members of SK are just burning through the HP bars, but it is at the cost of Irrelevant's life. Exakick flies forward before Kobe gets one back. Now all of a sudden Dayor trying to do what he can. The last man standing. 4 4 Astralis into 3 members of SK Gaming. They get something, but it ends up being a 4 for 2 in favor of SK.
Dayer was entirely pushed out of that fight to the top side, and if he'd been there, maybe that could have been the moment for Astralis, but SK, they might be a bit bloody, but they do get the win in that fight, and now with 30 seconds until Seoul, they got a good reset time.
Let's watch this. Did Dayo chase Certus, or was he pushed away, Dagda? It looks to me like Dayo turns his attention to try focus down Certus LeBlanc.
Yeah, but the
SK Gaming, last-ditch effort. Inside Baron, no flash for Irrelevant. Here comes the rest of SK. There is a split-off. It looks like there's a siege. Finn has been able to take down Certus, but it's at the cost of his life. Now, all of a sudden, SK have lost another. SK have lost a third. The Baron is still available. No ways. Astralis, they're only down 4K. They're down the Soul. They've turned their attention to the Baron.
That was perfect from Astralis, playing the choke point, finding Certus first, now Exekick, but SK, they're not going to try and contest. They're going to try and take down these structures in the enemy base.
We have got a game on our hands as Irrelevant will try to take down at least one of these inhibitors. The empowered recalls will come in momentarily. The Baron still being secured. Irrelevant can jump on Seonghoon, and he does. Counter-Strike doesn't find its target. Dayo can steal the Grandmaster's might as Irrelevant's no flash available. He should go down. No, hops over onto the ward. Now turning his attention to try take out Seonghoon.
Who's locked into who? I don't know anymore.
Dayo takes down Irrelevant. Okay, Dagda, zoom out now with Baron and Super's pushing into their base for Astralis. They're playing into the Soul, but that's kind of neutralized the rift just a little.
Yeah, I mean, this was just the perfect fight, right? Certus actually launches himself into the barrel chain, Finn has a ton of damage, Immortal Shield Bow comes out, and as well, DOS forced completely away from Exekick. He's got no one. Dayor stealing away the cease and desist to flash onto Exekick. This was exactly what Astralis needed. Immediately killed the 2 backliners, and then they can try and go for more, but, I mean, Baron Duck creeps here. Irrelevant still isn't alive. This is still a 4 versus 5.
There is no way Astralis can turn this one around. Pushing inside the base. Have they done it? Have they got the power? Baron and power minions being used to equalize that mid-lane inhibitor. They back away. I think you have to keep going back to this draft. Remember that in these 5v5 scenarios, if SK cannot take down Dayo or Okabe, you see the power of that composition from Astralis working.
It's also people like Exekick can just hit critical mass. He's nowhere else to go, so this massive gold lead of nearly 6,000 gold is starting to depreciate every single time because now Kobe's starting to get his items underneath them. You look at that top side as well. Finn has been so good this game once more. Now he's just hit that full build with the GA completed. This is actually where Astralis do have a fighting chance, but it's still going to be a case of can SK enable Exekick? Can Certus find these angles to get onto the big damage dealer?
Dagda, in my mind, when you look at this gold graph having been reset, this game has been reset. In the current state, at even gold, I think, yes, Exekick has got more damage, obviously, than Kobe. But I think it's fair to say that in teamfights, Finn's gangplank may have more impact than Irrelevant. Do you favor Astralis as we see these teams setting up round objectives? 3 minutes until Elder, fighting around an inhibitor turret. I think when they group 5v5, I think I fancy Astralis more.
And this is where I want to see SK actually trying to play towards their side lane, so you don't have this position. Right now, they're trying to use it to look for picks, but, I mean, look where top wave is. They don't actually have to stress out about any sort of pressure there, so they're just immediately going to turn towards the side lane instead. Wave has already been cleared out of mid, so again, there's no pressure there. Like, this is where Astralis are just playing the map better than SK.
SK, what's your call? What's your call? They try to push mid. They've decided to recall. There's 2 teleports available. And Finn is left on defensive duty. Where is he TPing in? To this bottom lane. Irrelevant can try to flank. Baron empowered minions are being chipped away and removed. It's 5 members of Astralis pushing in the bottom lane. Baron will time out in just a few seconds. And for now, SK Gaming have been pushed all the way back into their base. Astralis brute forcing the gold lead for the first time in 38 minutes.
I think that was a bit of a mistake from Finn TPing in here, though. Now your Baron buff is gone.
Oh, Glacial Prison! That's a good prediction, but there's nothing to follow. There's no one to follow that up. SK Smoke. Oh, Finn lands a beautiful barrel, forcing SK to retreat. He takes down Certus once more. Finn has put Astralis in his backpack and is trying to kick. Has been cleared. Dale has teleported into the fray. Look for the barrel. Look for the barrel. Oh, DOS loses 80%. He gets sends him to the fountain. All of a sudden, SK are routed and running for their lives. They've lost 3, looking for 2 more. All of a sudden, Astralis cannot find Irrelevant just yet. The Nexus Toad still stands. The minions are alive. 10 seconds before Certus is up. Irrelevant is buying so time! He's finally taken out as Marcoon gets one back on a Yonghoon, but it doesn't matter. The Nexus turns to focus. Can Surges pull off something magical? I don't think he can.
It's over!
How did Astralis do it? They take down SK!
How? There is no other word in my brain except how. Astralis with the miracle comeback in the last week to try and get themselves into groups.
And look at the reactions from the players. My heart is